Dale of the infamous Long Island area of New York, and a marvelous moment for the exciting 21-year-old Conor Benn, who's been lighting up the next-gen and domestic scene with some impressive early displays back home, and a US debut now to show New York what the son of the British legend has to offer. Benn in with Mexico's win one, lose one tough sort in Brandon Sanudo, and he's got the style, you'd have thought, Paulie, to really entice the fans here.
Oh yeah, you know, Conor Benn always gets a lot of knockouts, comes and looks for the destroyer mentality like his father had. He's got a live one in front of him as Sanudo's come out with his own jab, snapped it out. So it's been a battle of the jabs early on to see who's going to set the tempo.
Nigel not here tonight, but he did FaceTime his son and wished him well. Conor, who's been here for a week under the guidance of Tony Sims as always. And they were very pleased that he was fighting a Mexican, and a fairly durable one. Yeah, normally shows a good chin, has been stopped before, but they want rounds, don't they?
Yeah, one thing about these kind of Mexican fighters, it doesn't matter their records or anything, they come to fight. It's about the machismo and their pride.
Nice right hand from Benn, good movement, but has to ship one there. And in this early ring education, it's always useful to have to learn the tricks of the trade and protect yourself, and it's not all one-way traffic.
Absolutely. One thing learning about the tricks of the trade, I'd like to see Conor cutting off the ring a little bit. Sanudo is moving always to his left, and Conor is kind of following him around the ring. Not doing bad work. I wouldn't say Conor's doing bad, but I think he would able to find the trajectory a little bit better if he cuts off Sanudo, stepping over to the right a little bit better.
Tried to land a body shot for the first time. The referee, Tony Geritano, just telling him to keep them up. Conor Benn on the retreat here, Sanudo, and a good burst there from Benn, who carries real power. 7 knockouts in his 9 victories to date, and there's a more mature feel with Benn this year than there was last. Slashing right hand, and
Sanudo getting more and more on his bike. He's going to have to see if Benn cuts off the ring a little better. Maybe if in the corner they instruct him to cut off that ring a little bit better. Sanudo's starting to move more and more, being intimidated more and more by the aggressive style of Benn.
He's had 13 fights, Sanudo, 7 years older at 28, from San Felipe in Mexico.
Work out, fellas.
Here's the clapperboard, which Conor Benn hears for the first time on American soil. Big punches
no punch.
in the neutral corner, and Sanudo felt those at the end of the first. There is Tony Sims, who's kept everything nice and relaxed all week here. There's a big group with Conor. He's brought family and friends. It's an exciting trip for him.
Absolutely, the first American invasion of what you would expect to be many for Conor Benn.
Sanudo corner.
Right hand underneath to the body because he's moving that way. What do we do?
How can he utilize his experience to try and negate what Benn's doing?
Well, I think Sanudo came out with the right mentality, using that jab, trying to use that snappy jab. But I think once he started to feel maybe the power of Benn, the aggressive mentality of Benn, he started to realize Benn was actually dangerous. He started to kind of give up on the jab more and started to commit more to his movement, and that became more of a survival tactic, more so than a winning the round tactic. So we'll see if Benn keeps the pressure on him, or if Sanudo is able to find some confidence in this round.
Second of 6, both of them in skirt-like outfits. The leopard of Brandon Sanudo and the black of Nigel Benn's son, Conor.
Benn landed a good hook about 15 seconds ago, 10 seconds ago.
Another big shot as well, and he'll be gunning for a knockout here, Conor Benn, to go with the 3 most recent ones. It's been a wonderful year for him. Mike Cole was undefeated, Kane Baker 2, and Nathan Clark. He wiped them out.
And I'll tell you what, Sanudo is not an easy guy to track down, and he's a pretty durable guy. Benn is starting to land some good shots. Oh, good body shot.
Beautiful body shot, right in the perfect spot. He's not going to get up from that,
4,
Brandon Sanudo.
5, 6.
The count's at 6.
7.
Conor Benn's about to start celebrating.
9,
Fight is all over.
10.
Knocked out. inside the second round. Ilford's Conor Benn gets a huge round of applause from the Americans, and he did to the Mexican what the Mexicans normally do to us.
He sure did, he sure did. And you couldn't ask for a better American debut for Conor Benn. This is one they'll remember him for here. And it'll keep the fans wanting to see more of him for sure.
Knockout number 8. And Brandon Sanudo still in a lot of pain, and that was absolutely superb, right in the spot, reminiscent of a Ricky Hatton.
Oh yeah, you look right on the liver, right under the elbow right there. And you look at the face of Sanudo as he's making a defensive move here. He's expecting a shot to the head. Watch, he lifts his gloves. You see he's expecting a shot to the head. Look at that right hand. The elbow's coming up. He's waiting for the hook to the head. Instead, he doesn't get it. He gets the hook to the body, and him raising the elbow was the worst thing he could have done there.
We both gasped at the same time, didn't we?
Oh yeah, that's a shot. That's a shot that'll make you gasp. And I'll tell you what, it made Sanudo gasp too. I still want to see, though, Ben work a little bit better on cutting off the ring. He was able to land that body shot and that ended things tonight, but maybe a little better on cutting off the ring. We'll see.
Stoppage, 1 minute of round number 2. Your winner by knockout. He's still undefeated. Conor the Destroyer Benn.
They're showing the replay on the big screen here, and there was oohs, ahs, and shouts of approval for Conor Benn. 10 out of 10, and the dream American debut.
And a fighter who keeps getting better and better. He'll take a little bit out of this fight, get improved for the next one, and so on and so forth. But he's winning, and he's winning in exciting fashion.
Conor, is that a dream debut for your American debut? Just out Mexican to Mexican with a savage body shot.
Exactly, I like that. Out Mexican to Mexican, you know, it was good. It was beautiful. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the atmosphere. I got some reception here, so you know, it's just a great experience at this early stage of my career.
With your fan-friendly style, you're going to be a hit over here if you come back?
Oh, I hope so, mate. I mean, to hit America and England, that's something special.
How did you reflect on the whole week, the whole experience? Has it been worthwhile?
Oh, it's different. Do you know what I mean? It's really different. You know, you're not in your comfort zone. You know, even back here, you know, the way they do things is just completely different. And you know, it'll take a while to get used to. But you know, it's early doors. And you know, when it comes to the time I fight here, potentially for titles, I know what I'm in for.
You seem to have matured and composed yourself since that injury. Do you think that's really a blessing in disguise?
100%. It's the biggest blessing in my life. You know, I thought it was the end of the world, and now I'm fighting in New York. You know, it's character building, and you know, I've learned a lot from it.
I know your dad's away, but you got a message from him on FaceTime earlier. How was that?
It was good. He just said, "Go in there and do what you got to do." Do you know what I mean? When I speak to my dad, it brings nothing but confidence, and you know, he's done it, he's conquered it, and you know, I plan on doing the same thing.
Do you want to get out one more time before Christmas, or is that it now?
No, that's for my trainer and promoter to decide. But you know, as long as I keep improving the way I'm improving, I don't see why not.
Brilliant and well done. Let's have a quick word with your promoter, Eddie Hearn. Eddie, in terms of American debuts, that was completely to plan, I presume.
Yeah, special, and it's a bit nerve-wracking. I was nervous for him. Different environment, different kind of crowd. A really good performance, a composed performance, a mature performance from a young man who seems to be maturing very fast. And, you know, like you said, out Mexican, the Mexican, beautiful body punching, good variety. You know, took his time, didn't rush his work. Really, really good performance. That's 10-0 now for Conor Benn, coming along at a lovely pace.
Brilliant, thank you.
Absolutely, Conor Benn very much impressing on his USA debut. Very much went to plan, Darren.
It did. Spot on. That's exactly how you'd want to make your debut. As I've said there, it was lovely. Great body shot, and I just love the way he's improving in every fight, Conor. Under my old trainer, Tony Sims, who knows the game inside out, and yeah, he's improving and looking good.
He's spoken about that, though, hasn't he? When he had the long layoff and he came back, he said he came back with a different attitude, and he spoke in that interview saying that layoff was almost the biggest blessing in his life.
He's a completely different fighter. He's improved. I smile each time I see him. I think I'm the oldest one here to be very familiar with his dad going out there in the States, fighting Sandalion Williams, Doug DeWitt, Iron Barkley, and that style, his style, the Americans will love it. That was a great introduction for him to go over there into the States, because the stabilizers are now off now. He's now graduated. Now it's his chance to say, right, look at my style. Yes, there are little things that he can do to adjust, but adjusting on that, a body shot like that, only certain fighters can get the front of that down.
Yeah, not many can, you know.
Yeah.
You've got to be a hard man to get up.
Yeah, that's right. But it was
pretty much the perfect body shot,
perfect timing. And he actually wasn't cutting him off well. He was following him around the ring. So from the position he was in, to get the shot in and get the result he did, the power that was there can actually be improved on if he'd have squared him off and dropped the body shot in. So for Ben, onwards and upwards, I'm so happy for him. I think the Americans will love him.
Johnny, you fought abroad a lot when you were learning your trade. How much will he gain from fighting in the US?
Well, he mentioned it. He said it's so different here. And that's what he'll put him ahead of a lot of fighters, where he's in an environment where it's completely foreign to him. And so for him, it will only mature him as a fighter.
All right, thank you very much, chaps. With Ben going short, we time for some bonus action. And this one at featherweight, featuring Texas' Jesse Angel Hernandez up against Baltimore's Glenn Dezern.